Let's discuss something here. We have wasted and squandered 60 years of black progress in this country plan. And in recent memory, we've wasted, I would say, a good decade. And what I'm talking about specifically is the black podcaster, grifter, digital complex. You have many individuals who are on social media, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, running their mouth looking to be influencers. See, they want to be an influencer. They want attention. They want relevance. They want to be able to make money. They want to have Patreon subscribers and followers. And what you have to understand about the podcaster digital network, the black podcaster digital network, is that these individuals are physicians of no value. Whether we're talking about people like Philip Scott, people like Tariq Nasheed, buffoons like Anton Daniels. These folks have nothing of real substance to offer. That's why you see them vacillating from topic to topic, from subject to subject. I mean, you look at someone like Tariq Nasheed, for example. Back in the early 2010s, Tariq Nasheed was a Pan-Africanist. He was doing all this big up in Africa. And there's even clips and videos of him out there talking about, you know, there's this myth that Africans hate black Americans, and that's a lie that white supremacists spread. Only now today to take a massive step away from his Hotep pro-black back to Africa B1 rhetoric that he was spewing back in the early 2010s. See, this is a grift. When are we going to wake up as a community of people? When are we going to wake up? You see? And I remember when it was Kevin Samuels posturing himself as a dating and relationship expert, as a marriage expert. Yet we're talking about someone who was twice divorced, and near as I can tell, was never in the preeminent position in any of his marriages as the breadwinner. Sitting up as an authority, judging the BMI and the dress sizes of black women, while he's sitting up there with his blood pressure through the roof as a damn near 60-year-old man guzzling Red Bull and popping Viagra, only to have a die of a massive heart attack. And then for many black men during that time to not even have the emotional intelligence to properly process that in the right way, without blinders, without bias, without anger. See, these are physicians of no value. See, the first work of a physician is to heal yourself. Don't come telling us about something that you haven't done. Don't come tell us something about that you aren't living. Look, when you look at someone like Anton Daniels came on, first was trying to be a content creator doing urban explorations. Then he was out on street corners giving dollars for hugs. Now all of a sudden you some alpha male bravado manosphere podcaster / white nationalist conservative. It's a grift. It's a grift. And you know, one of the things that I've said is that a lot of these young brothers don't realize how misled they've been. How these old individuals, these old niggas done misled them and have done them a great disservice, because while we've been doing all that, like in 2020, when everybody was running around pretending to be a high value man and there was all this money because of the COVID pandemic and all that, your enemies, the people who are enemies to the black community, to black society, had a plan. See, they have a plan for your black ass. They have a plan for you. And it's not a good one. You have a lot of these podcasters wanting to dump on black women, talking about the educational achievements of black women. Like, think about it. They see misogynoir operates a lot like white supremacy in that it gets you to go against your own self-interest because you're looking to hurt somebody else. You're looking to harm someone else, either through your vote or through your political apathy or indifference to the political process. And so there were a lot of brothers who didn't want to vote for Kamala Harris in 2024 because they know if they vote for Kamala Harris in 2024, then that's going to do is that's going to make their standards have to be even higher when it comes to dealing and dating and mating with black women, because they didn't want black women to have that example. Let's tell the truth. Let's tell what it really was. For those brothers who would rather either not vote or vote for Trump, which was nothing but a blatant white nationalist, white supremacist candidate. It's not even, you can't even say you are under any delusions. And see, a lot of these individuals, FBA and all this shit they're talking, a lot of these were these were Pan-Africanists of the 2010s. Because again, this is a grift. These are nothing but people running their mouth, looking to chase what's hot, the next hot topic, whatever is on the algorithm. It was the same thing with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. While niggas was talking about the pyramid and Hotep and back to Africa and the crypto technology was being implemented, and then Bitcoin took off, then after that, all of a sudden, now you got people like Polite, everyday, regular black people, now all of a sudden they're crypto experts and they're going to teach you about Forex and day trading. You're behind the 8 ball, always a day late and a dollar short. And you have to think about that these people are on the internet 24/7, running their mouth, looking to influence those who can be influenced with their fucking bullshit because they're looking to make a career for themselves. They're looking to make a career for themselves. You have to think about it. You have 50 and 60-year-old men on the internet looking to be social media prima donnas, talking about dating and mating. I'm like, dude, you're ready for Social Security. You're supposed to be talking about retirement, 401k, family planning, estate planning. What the hell you sitting there talking about a first date for, brother? You 60 years old. See, so a lot of these young dudes, I hate to tell you, you've been fooled. You've been conned. You've been led astray. They've ran amok on you. And now you've allowed these white supremacists, these white extremists to ascend to the highest positions of power in this country that dictate your life and your ability to traverse the social hierarchy in this country. And there's no amount of listening to buffoons, coons, liars, grifters, and race hustlers on social media, on YouTube, that's going to be able to avert that reality. You wasted your time playing. And now is Judgment Day.